Hello everyone, nice to meet you. My name is Adriana Piñeiro and I am an English teacher. Today I want you to pay attention to this explanation because some of you are going to be using the Department of Education modules, and we just want you to, and when I say we, is all your teachers. We just want you to better understand and help you through the modules. So I'm going to be explaining introduction to language conventions and introduction to punctuation marks. I'm going to be explaining this whole week. Here you will have the calendar, the progressive calendar, where you will see the different lessons that you have. And today we're going to only discuss 1 week. So as you scroll down, or if you have it in paper, as you go through the pages, the first lesson, as I said, is language conventions, and you have the objectives first. And it says, after the lesson, and by means of a series of exercises, students will demonstrate command and usage of the conventions of English grammar and usage when writing sentences and paragraphs with a 70% accuracy. Then you have the standards and expectations. This case is language arts. Demonstrate command of the conventions of English grammar and usage when writing or speaking. And now we have the topic opener. In this lesson, we're going to start with the language conventions to identify errors in different types of text to improve your writing skills. In this lesson, you will work with what are language conventions, how language conventions help you improve writing, exercises to use language conventions in sentences, exercises to use language conventions in paragraphs, correction of errors in the usage of language conventions in sentences and paragraphs. So before we start, I wanted to explain what are language conventions in my own words. As you know, every language has its own set of rules, and in English, these are called language conventions. Okay, las reglas. En español tenemos las reglas de acentuación, las reglas de puntuación, las reglas de cómo se escribe una palabra correctamente. En inglés, básicamente lo mismo, ¿verdad? Tienen puntuación, lo que no tienen es acento, claro está, pero tienen puntuación, tienen gramática y todo lo demás. So, those are language conventions, okay? The set of rules, las reglas del lenguaje escrito. First, they start with, basic questions. You must be wondering, what are language conventions? What are they used for? What importance do these conventions have for me as a writer, and how will they help me in becoming a better writer? And then we have the explanation and such. Language conventions are elements that help make writing clear and understandable. We check for language conventions when we edit a text. Again, we have, as I said, spelling, punctuation, capitalization, and grammar. These are rules that every language has, and depending on the language, they're going to differ. They're going to be a little bit different along the way. Here in spelling, it explains, right, that is the way a word is correctly written. It is the action or process of naming or writing the letters in a word. Punctuation helps us read something the way it's meant to be. This, for example, is commas and periods. And when we read, we must be vigilant of that. It helps us to know when to pause, when to read with more expression, and when to stop and start a new sentence. Capitalization tells us when a sentence begins and when it ends by means of punctuation. It lets us know when a word is a proper noun or name or title. It is used in acronyms. So capitalization, right, is a capital letter of a sentence, of a word. And it lets us know, right, when capitalization, if it's a proper noun, if it's a place or a person's name, etc. And grammar, sentence and paragraph structure, phrases and clauses, parts of speech, and word choice. So here you have the first activity, which works with spelling, and you have a word search where you will find frequently misspelled words. Here are the different words. And then with that, you're going to choose 10 words from the list and write a sentence with each. You have to make sure that the word is grammatically correct. Here you will find words with double letters. For example, comma, zipper, and others. And then you're going to choose 10 words again from those double letter words. And you're going to write a sentence with each. Again, make sure that the word you chose is written correctly. And then you have exercise number 3, which is that you're going to correct the misspelled words in each sentence. So for example, here you have the word curiosity, but it is misspelled. So you have to rewrite it here, right? You have to rewrite it in the correct way. And so on. And then we have the other theme that we're going to discuss today, which is punctuation. Punctuation marks are symbols that helps us read and understand, read and understand any type of text. These are the different punctuation marks we will work with through the school year. And then you have this little table here, which shows you the punctuation mark that you're going to use, most frequently used, and the meaning, the name of the symbol, and then the usage. So for example, you have the period, which is a full stop, and it is used at the end of a sentence. The comma is to separate items in a series. The colon is to introduce a list. Then you have the semicolon, which is to join to independent clauses. A question marks, right? When you're asking a question, you should always write a question mark. The exclamation mark, it goes after an exclamation, something that causes excitement, or something that is strongly, it has a strong meaning. It could be a mandate. For example, clean your room, and you're gonna add an exclamation mark because you want it to be a strong exclamation. Then you have the apostrophe. That's to show when a letter or a number has been left out. The apostrophe has other usage as well, so you can look for those. Sometimes it can mean possession as well. Then you have the slash, which is to separate letters, numbers, and words. Quotation marks when you write to show that someone else has said it. When you quote someone, you write something that you did not think for yourself. You don't think for yourself. You read it from somewhere else, and it was someone else. You put the quotation marks. The round braces is to add extra information into a sentence, and the ellipsis mark, which are the 3 dots, to separate items in a series. Okay, and then on page 11, you have a YouTube video here. It says watch the following video where you will learn more about punctuation. If you want to know more about this topic, you can watch this extra video that they provide you. And that's it. Thank you so much for your attention, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.